oil heals, bad oil kills. For example, in the Bible, anointing oil is sacred and holy, as in the book of James, chapter 5, verse 14. Is anyone among you sick? Let them call the elders of the church to pray over them and anoint them with oil in the name of the Lord. In stark contrast, Buddhism depicts the souls in hell as condemned to relentless torment, cursed and damned to suffer in cauldrons of boiling oil as their fate unfolds in eternal agony. Are you unleashing the goodness of oil, or you're just doing the exact opposite? The same hammer in your hand can be used to build or to break. A drug can be a remedy or poison, depending on the dosage used. That's exactly the dual face of oil. With wisdom, good oil heals, just like in weight management. For example, in the 80s and 90s, we are told to eat less oil, less fat in order to achieve better weight management. That's why there's a saying, if none of the oil touch my lip, none will go through my hips. But ironically, after year 2000, we are recommended to take more fat, more oil to achieve faster, more effective weight management and slimming progress. How can that be? That's the duality of oil. So the question, the oil you've been using daily, is it an angel in disguise or just another perfectly camouflaged wolf in sheep clothing? Therefore, with the right knowledge and skill, we will be able to unleash all the goodness of oil to benefit our health. But when will this good oil turn bad? And also remember to stay tuned, because at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you my ultimate tip on how to choose good oil that will work for you. Remember to stay tuned. The two main causes behind good oil turns bad is first, ignorance is bliss, and second, infamous processing. For ignorance is bliss, we need to be very clear on the purpose why we are using the oil. Is it for topical applications or is it for consumption? A lot of people think that anything that it be consumed is safe to apply. Yes, in terms of safety, it's okay. But in terms of functions, in terms of result, it's not the case for oil when it comes to topical application. When it comes to skin topical application, when we look at oil, we look at the comedogenic rating. It means that whether the oil will clog the pores or not. Because our skin also produce our own oil, we call sebum, and that will not clog our pores. That is completely safe and effective. So when you want to apply oil on the skin to moisturize it, to lubricate it, you must find the oil that is low in reading of the comedogenic or similar to our sebum. So anything that is high, for example, like coconut oil, like soybean oil, like palm oil is not suitable. And even the olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is considered medium in terms of comedogenic. So it might not be the best for you to apply on your skin. And for the skin, definitely the best oil will be the argan oil, the jojoba oil, and rosehip oil. These are the oil that is very low in comedogenic, very similar to a sebum, will not cause pores, will give your skin the luster at the same time the moist that you wanted. So it's very important we know the purpose itself. Using the wrong oil on your skin will cause the skin to have skin issues, infections, or inflammation in the future. So that's why good oil turns back its wrong purpose. Even if the oil is meant for consumption, we need to be very clear. Is it meant for raw consumption or is it meant for cooking? For raw consumption, for example, like as salad dressing or you drizzle on your food before you consume it, we need to find cool pressed oil, because cool pressed oil, no heat is being introduced during the processing part itself. The oil will retain most of the nutrients. For example, like extra virgin olive oil, flaxseed oil, hemp seed oil, walnut oil. These are the cold pressed oil whereby have the most nutrients in it, but it cannot be used for cooking. Because when it comes to cooking, we look at a different criteria. We're looking at the smoke points. Smoke point is the temperature whereby the oil starts to disintegrate. So we need to find a high smoke point oil for cooking. For example, like avocado oil, sunflower oil, these are the considered high smoke point level, and most of the refined oil will be on high smoke point, and mostly it's above 200 degrees Celsius. And we can't use the earlier one, the raw, below 160 degrees Celsius smoke point. Just now we mentioned the extra virgin olive oil, grapeseed, hemp seed, all these things, we cannot use that because at higher heat, all the nutrients will be oxidized, and most important, the oil will disintegrate or form a lot of this toxic substance in there. For example, we have the PAH, the polycystic aromatic hydrocarbon, whereby it can be a very strong free radicals and also can be carcinogenic too. So when it comes to consumption of your oil itself, you also need to know, is it meant for raw consumption or is it meant for cooking? That's why it's very important. If you select the wrong oil, you select the cool pressed oil for your cooking, it will give you a lot of problems, health issues later on. Just now we talked about refined oil for having high smoke point suitable for cooking, but it might not be the best choice. Why? What is this refined oil? It can be normal cooking oil, maybe soybean oil, groundnut oil, or palm kernel oil that go through a lot of processing, chemical processing like degumming, and even bleaching, so that the smoke point of the oil can goes up, so it can withstand more heat, so it's good for cooking. But some of this processing involved can even cause this refined oil to produce some very toxic chemicals and can be very bad for our health, including this glycidol and 3-MCPD. As in the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, in the year 2019, has classified this 3-MCPD as a group of 2B agent, possibly carcinogenic to human beings, and glycidol as a group of 2A agent, probably carcinogenic to humans. So that's why you see that refined oil has this over processing in there, a lot of chemicals added in there that can bring harm to our health. So that's why be extra careful when you're choosing your refined oil. So good oil heals, bad oil kills. The same knife that cut the butter can also cut your finger. I sincerely hope the information shared so far is beneficial to you. Please help me grow this channel by subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell to receive similar videos like this in the future. So as promised, I'm going to share with you the ultimate tips on how to choose the right or the good oil for yourself and your family. We recommend you to have at least 2 types of oil at home. One is raw consumption, one is meant for cooking. For raw consumption, we recommend you taking cool pressed oil, whereby cool pressed oil will have the most nutrients found in it, all the omega-3, 6, and 9. Then it should come in dark glass bottle because cool pressed oil are very sensitive to heat and light. So you need to have in dark glass bottle and take it as salad dressing or drizzle on your food just before you consume it. Then for cooking oil, we are not expecting much nutrients from it because when we start to introduce heat into the cooking oil, most of the nutrients will be gone, will be oxidized already. We just need the oil to have enough smoke point. So when it's cooking, will not produce a lot of smoke because when smoke is there, it means that the oil starts to integrate and forms a lot of chemicals, including the polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon, whereby it's the free radicals, is quite harmful to our health itself. So for the cooking oil itself, just go for basic refined oil would do. If you prefer, you can go for more pricey avocado oil or rice plant oil, but most of the refined oil should be sufficient. But stay away from palm kernel oil, because we already explained that during the refining process, palm kernel oil tends to produce glycidol and 3-MCPD, which are actually carcinogenic to human being. So for that part itself, it's quite simple. Just look for any oil that when you cook, you don't see a lot of smoke. That will be good enough already. So 2 types of oil. One is for cooking, just to make sure that you do not have a lot of smoke and the food is cooked. And the second oil is meant for raw consumption, whereby all the omega you are looking for, 369, should come from this raw oil. Simple as that. If you're having high cholesterol and you're restricting all the fat and oil from your diet, but still not seeing results, I recommend you to watch the next video, whereby I'm going to share with you the untrue truth behind the illogical high cholesterol reading, whereby you're going to know why you are not taking cholesterol or oil from your diet, your cholesterol reading is still high. And you are definitely missing out on the goodness of oil that going to give to your health. So see you on the next video. Take care.